how it unfolded?
I thought we did some good things in the first half. They weren't ideal throwing conditions, but I thought we were able to do some good things, able to put together that little drive before the half to, get some points. Didn't finish the way we wanted to, but, a win's a win. So
Big fourth down conversion between you and Alex. Take me through that play.
Yeah, they played man coverage, and, I got a lot of faith in Alex to get open, beat one-on-one coverage, so, just had a lot of confidence that he'd be there, and he was.
8 plays, over 20 yards in today's game. That's pretty big for this offense at this juncture.
Yeah, that is. We were never going into this game. I wouldn't say we'd really be, called an explosive offense, but I think we've done a really good job. I think we did a good job today, being able to, find some of those big plays, a couple of big plays in the run game, a couple of big plays in the pass game, to really kind of get us jump started.
How nice was having that balance with Corey and just offense or run pass balance?
Obviously Corey showed how good a player he is today. There was never really any question in our mind, but he hasn't been able to play for a while, so I think he did it was pretty impressive the way he was able to come in and his patience in the backfield, waiting for holes to open, and once he finds them, he hits it hard. So he played well.
Thanks,
how does his return affect you guys emotionally?
I think it's big for us. It's just fun to have one of your better players out on the field again. Everyone's aware of how good a player he is on our team, and he showed that for his past 2 seasons. So to be able to have him back, to see him making cuts that we know he can make, breaking runs that we know he can break, it's fun to see.
How good does it feel to finally score 48 points in a game? You guys haven't gone over 30 in such a long time.
Yeah, it feels good just to kind of be able to put together some of those big plays, be able to finish some drives with touchdowns. I was really happy with the way we were able to execute in the first half. Score 27 points in a half. That's going to be tough to beat. So, we didn't finish the way that you want to on every drive, but I thought we did a good job down the stretch.
Talk about the pick six. What kind of went wrong there? Was it just you didn't have your feet set and decision, or?
Yeah, a little bit of everything. I was looking to Alex, and they had 2 guys on him, so it's a route that he's open on like pretty much every time we've run it. So that was the first time I've actually had to work back through it, and I just it was a bad decision. I was late trying to throw across her, and I didn't didn't have my feet set. I didn't get enough on the ball. Everything bad that can happen did happen on that play.
What did Coach Chris tell you after that play?
You got to come back from that. That's not the team we are. That's not the team we want to be. But that is part of the game. So he just get another drive, just come back from it, and make sure you don't do that again.
Yeah. I know you like throwing 50 times a game, but how much easier does it make your job that Corey is back and there's no legitimate one play, cut, touchdown type of threat?
Yeah, it's big. He's a special player, and it shows by the attention that he gets for what he does. He's a big part of this offense. Being able to have him back, making those big runs and big plays was big for us.
Thanks, Joe.